It is Earth Week, and Michael's a global ambassador for Colgate's water conservation efforts. He joins us now from New York as a paid spokesperson. Hi, Michael. Great to catch up with you again.
Thank you, thank you. And you guys have to pick that race, too.
Yeah,
like
of course, bro.
Of course.
You killed everybody in that race.
You did.
Yeah, I wanted to break the world record in that race, and I fell short, so it bothers me.
Oh,
well,
that's all right, man.
Next time we'll do better.
We'll do better.
We'll have to have you back in 2020 in Tokyo so you can break more records.
Are there any chances that you might come back? I mean, hint.
Zero.
Oh, he's twirling the stash. I see that move. Let's talk about this effort with Colgate. You know, of course, your link to water,
yes,
very, very clear. But why did you want to become a part of this as a spokesperson?
For me, it's you know, obviously we have our child Boomer at home who's almost a year old, and you know, if you think about how much water we're wasting, I mean, just when you're brushing your teeth, like think about that. Like if you leave the water on for 2 minutes straight, you're using 4 gallons of water that you'll never get back. So it's, you know, it's kind of something that's very important to us, and especially as a family, to try to conserve as much water as we can. And you know, for me, it was an honor to be the global ambassador for Colgate, and we're working on this as a family. I think is really fun and really exciting,
right,
and hopefully we can have everybody join us as well.
Is there a quick tip you can give me? I have 2 kids that let the water run. Like, should they put the water in the cup and brush their teeth, or give me a quick one? I need help.
I mean, like, well, and it's like also like even in the shower, like you can do it in the shower too, which is super easy. But like, I mean, honestly, like, as soon as you turn the water on to get your toothbrush wet, just turn it back off. I mean, it's, you know, you're going to be brushing your teeth for a minute or two, and then just turn it back on and rinse. Just saving that water is so big and so key. I mean, for everybody all over the world. I mean, think about it. There are people who don't even have clean water.
Yeah.
So at least we can do is try to save as much as we can, and make sure we have it for the rest of our life.
Well, we see that little Boomer is in on the efforts, turning off the faucets. What is he up to now? He's about to be 1 year old,
He's
right?
so
in May?
cute.
Yeah, he's about to be 1. As you see there, he loves playing in the water, and he's always in there. He's had a couple lessons. He doesn't cry anymore when he goes under.
Right.
So it's been pretty amazing just being able to watch him. I mean, even from there, like that was Thanksgiving, and he's so much bigger now than he was then. It's unreal. Like it truly just. It amazes me about sort of how fast they grow, and it really does go. It goes by so quick. So
how big is his
really
wingspan,
cool
Michael? Yeah.
I don't. He's actually super long. Like really, really, really long.
I wonder where that comes from. Oh,
I know, right?
I mean, come on.
And he's got to have flippers
one.
for feet, I imagine.
And his Instagram is booming. Okay, Boomer, you're killing the game, bro. I love Boomer.
Oh, if you're an agent, sign him
up.
I imagine people, I mean, once you have 1 kid, everybody starts asking the question. So I'm going to ask the question. Number 2, is that on the horizon?
We don't know. I mean, we didn't plan to have Boomer at this point, so you know, we're both very lucky parents to have an amazing child to watch him grow up like we are now. Right. But the second one, who knows?
Yeah.
I know we have a very busy year, and you know, if we do plan it, and it doesn't always I feel like if you plan something, it doesn't really always work.
Yeah.
So it's. But I think the biggest thing is if we have another.
Look at that smile.
I think we want to stay in diapers. I think that's the one thing that scares me. Like if we leave diapers and have to come back into diapers, I've heard that's challenging. So
yeah,
we'll see.
You have all the gear now anyway, so you want to do while the gear is all still good and the hand-me-downs still are good.
Right.
That's right.
What's your favorite thing about being a dad, Michael?
Honestly, it's like I can pick him up in the morning and he just wraps his arms around you, or like. If I have his car, like if I'm sitting on his little car, he comes instantly crawling right over to me and wants to get on with me.
That's cool.
Just like the love and affection that he shows, and that he shows more and more, I think is something that's just, I mean, it's incredible. You know, I had a friend of mine tell me when your son or daughter is born, you find out what the true definition of love is.
It's
true.
And I think that's something that was really, really cool for me. And ever since then, he's just starting to show his personality more, which is pretty exciting.
Yes. Is he saying dada or mama first?
I think he said mama first, so she got me
Good
there.
for him. Way to go, man.
Smart little boy.
Smart boy, right?
Seeing him there with your mama, with his grandmother, did it change, becoming a father, your outlook and your relationship with your own father? Because I know you were estranged, and you've talked about reaching out to him.
Of course. I think it's I think the same thing for both of us. When we both think back to childhood and certain moments that stick with us, sometimes they're good and sometimes they're bad. Obviously we want to try and raise our son the best way that we can, and brings up a lot of things from my past as well. And yeah, I do speak to my father probably monthly and probably more than that. We're texting nonstop, and we have more of a relationship now than we ever had growing up. So that's something that for me was very exciting and something I'm very happy we were able to work through our differences that we had.
That's great. We got to go back to 2020 and our predictions, because did you see Ryan Lochte? I think he's throwing you some shade on Instagram yesterday. He's putting up a lot of videos of his training, his workout regimen. He challenged you in Rio to a rematch in the pool in Tokyo, and he said, hashtag some do, some don't.
That's fine. I'm pretty happy looking
I like
back
that,
at my career
Michael.
with
That
what
was
I did,
slick.
so
I like that. You're right. Some do and some don't. There it is.
I'm good. I spent the last 20 plus years swimming. I'm good to go. No more.
When was the last time you actually swam some laps in the pool? And
Last week.
you did? Oh, so you're still
staying in shape.
No,
Okay.
I get in every now and then, probably a couple times a month. It's really just, being outside and being able to see a blue sky. And for me, water is kind of a way for me to kind of like wind down and just really just let go. It's a time for me to sort of be by myself, and I think that's something that's very helpful.
Well, Michael, we always love catching up with you. Say hi to Nicole.
Thanks,
Big hug to her for us as well. And Boomer.
I will.
And you can still ask Michael your questions. He's
See you in Japan.
Facebook Live right now. Go to Facebook and hit our access page, and you can ask Michael your questions.